Well, hello YouTube, Eugene here with a review on the Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger Kishiryu Series 01 and 02 and 03 Ryusoul Gattai DX Kishiryu-Oh 3 Nights. Yes, friends, let's go ahead and take the box. Right here it says Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger. Right here it says Kishiryu Series 01 and 02 and 03 Ryusoul Gattai DX Kishiryu-Oh 3 Nights set. Got a nice shot of Kishiryu-Oh 3 Nights right here, and the 3 Kishiryu. Right here, this shows us we have the 3 Ryusouls that come with the 3 Nights set. And right here got a nice shot of RyusoulRed, RyusoulBlue, and Ryusoul Pink. So here's the top of the box. Here's the bottom of the box. Here's the side of the box, and here's the other side of the box, and here is the back of the box, friends, pretty much showing us everything we're going to be seeing in this review of Kishiryu-Oh 3 Nights. So let's go ahead now, friends, and get to it. Alright, friends, starting this review off with Tyramigo. And so Tyramigo is RyusoulRed's mecha, which is a red Tyrannosaurus, and he reminds me a lot of V-Rex from Time Ranger. And so he goes along with the theme of Ryusoulger so well, which is, of course, Dinosaur Knights. And so he's got armor parts like a knight would have. And so you can see he's got the silver armor shell on the top of his head. And then he's got some silver armor on the calves here and here as well. And then he's got some silver armor on the T-Rex arms right here, which don't really move or anything. And he's also got some silver armor on the toes here. Now, let me say this. The silver on the head, arms, and toes are pretty much in a grayish silver. And so anyway, so the T-Rex head looks good in design-wise. Of course, it's got some metallic red on the top of the head right here. And he's got the eye in a nice metallic green with some black lining around the eye there. And you can see, just like a T-Rex, he's got some small sharp teeth right here. And really nicely done here. I really like that. And then there's the other side of the eye there. And so anyway, and you can open and close the T-Rex jaw. So, which is something fun. So anyway, underneath his neck, you can see he's got some silver and some black here. And you can see the arms a little more of the T-Rex. And so on his back, right here, you can see he's got the twin black guns. And then right here, he's got the 2 double cannons, which are articulate. You can move them up and down. And so anyway, he is loaded with guns on his back, friends, as you can pretty much see from these 2 here to these on the back and pointing on the back of the tail. But anyway, and you can see he's got the drills on his shoulders, and which are not movable or anything. And so anyway, and so his legs are nice and detailed here. You can see the big trunk here going down to the feet here. And then, you know, there's his big old tail here. Look at that long tail he has. Now, of course, Tyramigo doesn't really have much articulation, mainly in his dinosaur mode here. I mean, it's just movement in the jaw here. And then when you hit this black button right here underneath, pretty much helps you do the articulation. That's pretty much it. Whenever you press this black button, it releases, but it locks in place. So, meaning you can't really move it or anything. So on Tyramigo, you can see he's got these 4 peg spots, and which are Lego-like joints, but known as Ryusoul joints, which is new here. But these allow you to swap parts around for both transformations, combos, and even make your own combo, which is very neat here. So you can see he's got the Ryusoul joints right here on the drills, as well as the cannons here. And you can see right here on the back here. He's even got a Ryusoul joint for the T-Rex head here. And you can see there is the back part of the T-Rex head, just to show you what it looks like. So, I mean, he is chock loaded with Ryusoul joints here. And this is pretty much the reason why Tyramigo / Kishiryu-Oh has a lot of playability here. And so, really cool here. And I cannot wait to show you what these joints do for whenever it does the combinations with the 3 Knights and so on. So, but anyway, also the Ryusoul joints, I mentioned this in the Hajimare no Ryusoul review, but the Ryusouls can peg into the Ryusoul joints, which this is another cool feature here. And so basically you could pretty much have the Ryusouls peg into the front 2 pegs here of the joint. And so, which is, like I said, a very neat little feature here. And I'll raise it up here, but I mean, he's nice and secure. He doesn't fall off or anything. But here's the issue I notice here. I'm going to take this cannon off for a second here. But if you happen to peg it on this back 2 pegs here, the connection is kind of on the somewhat loose side. So it's a loose connection here. But, and you can pretty much see how it wedges into the joints and everything. So it wedges better if you do the first 2 better. And let me put this cannon back on. But that's pretty much how this all works here with the Ryusouls here. And, you know, like I said, this has a better connection to 2 fronts than the back. So I gotta say, this is very cool here. And I'm glad when they included the Ryusouls, this neat little feature happens. So next here is Triken, and Triken is RyusoulBlue's mecha. And friends, it is nice to see a blue Triceratops again. The last time we had a blue Triceratops was an Aba Ranger Bakyu Triceratops, also known as Kara. And so Triken looks pretty cool. I mean, he's got the nose horn as the longsword here, which is really cool here. And the entire head is armored as well, and also cannot forget to include his back as well being armored like this. But anyway, and right here in between his 2 horns, he's got some gunmetal gray right there. And then there is his eye in a metallic red with black lining. I'll show it to the other side to give you a better view of it like that. But I like his design. I mean, even though he's a little smaller than Tyramigo, and there's a reason for that, you know. But anyway, he's got the horns above his tail here, and he's got the silver accents on both sides here. So silver accent on this side and silver accent on this side. And so on his back, he's got the Ryusoul joint ports. And he's got some ports right here on the side here, on the other side as well here. So I'm going to take them apart real quick. And so pretty much just to show you the front and back halves here. So there are the joints here and the joints here. So he looks really cool here. And I love his design as a Triceratops. And lastly, here is Ankyrose. And friends, I'm going to say this now. I may slip up and accidentally call her Ankeloze, which was pretty much the given name to her when the first toy scan came out. So just bear with me here. But Ankyrose is Ryusoul Pink's mecha, which is a pink Ankylosaurus. And I mean, she looks really cool. And just like Triken, her entire head is armored as well as her back here. And pretty much like that grayish silver we saw off of Tyramigo. And so there is her face, which is nice and detailed. And you can see her eye has that metallic blue and the black lining around the eye. And pretty much on both sides here. And you can see she's got some gunmetal gray right here as well as here. But she looks really good there, you know, and mainly on both sides. And where the Ryusoul joint serves pretty much as a replacement to pretty much the ridges or the spine for a Ankylosaurus. So on her tail, which is pretty much either a club or a hammer tail here, but anyway, got the Ryusoul joints there, and you can pretty much rotate it, and you can pretty much detach it, one of the two. But anyway, and so you know, you can also see she's got the Ryusoul joints right here on the side here, as well as some nice silver accent, kind of similar to Triken here with the silver accent. Same thing here on the other side. But all around looks really good here. And you can take her apart, and then there's her Ryusoul joints here again and on the bottom. Now what's really fun about this is you can swap these the pieces of both Triken and Ankeloze. So pretty much if you want to just swap and do a part for Triken and something like that, or you can do something like this, have this part here and this part here. It's totally up to you, but this is pretty much the whole purpose of the Ryusoul joints. And this is something I really like about this, and I'm glad they added this new feature to this line for Sentai. So take a look at the 3 Ryusouls that come in the 3-night set. And so in the 3-night set, we get another red Ryusoul. And we already got one from the Ryusoul changer. And so I'm going to do a little comparison between the two. And so pretty much in the soul mode, same T-Rex design and same color scheme. And so anyway, so go ahead and flick them both to night mode here. And so they're pretty much identical. I mean, nothing's really changed between the two. I mean, same sword style and everything. Now, the one thing I do want to talk about is the head sculpt here. And I don't know if you noticed this, but the red Ryusoul's face sculpt pretty much got the design of RyusoulRed's visor, which is really cool there. So basically, you can't not really confuse these because they do have different numbers and different rails. So here's the back, and so here is the back with the rails here, and pretty much the one that comes with the Ryusoul changer is B001, and then the one that comes with the mecha has B002, and there's a little different bit here where the rail is. I'm going to show you the difference, but there's a difference between the two rails here. So like I said, pretty much identical, but and I will say this is mainly for the mecha. So here's the blue Ryusoul, and it's got the Triceratops design in the soul mode, and it's got the silver right here and some more blue here. You can see the eyes in a metallic red with the black lining, and you can see there's the mouth for the Triceratops. So now I'm going to go ahead and flick it to the night mode, and pretty much got the same core design as the red Ryusoul, pretty much in a different color with a different visor, pretty much going with RyusoulBlue's visor this time. Got the emblem on the shield here of the Triceratops, and you can see it's got a different style of the sword, which looks like Raphael's side from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And so on the back, pretty much got the mecha face in a real nice metallic blue with some silver, and the eyes in a metallic red. Looks really good. And so here are the rails right here, and they got stamped by the rails B003. So really nice of a Ryusoul here. And so here is the pink Ryusoul. As you can see, it's got the Ankylosaurus design in the soul mode. Got the pink on the head here. Got some more silver right here. And you can see the eye is in a metallic blue with the black lining around the eye here. And you can see there's the mouth for the Ankylosaurus. So we're going ahead now and flick it to the night mode. And as you can see, it's got the different face sculpt, pretty much which goes along with Ryusoul Pink's visor design. And of course got the Ankylosaurus emblem on the shield there. And of course different sword style, except it's a hammer, or pretty much, I guess I'll just stick with a hammer. And so on the back here, got the different mecha face. And I do like this mecha face here, but pretty much in a metallic pink and a silver here. And then here are the rails. It's got B004 stamped by the rails. And so that's pretty much it on the Ryusouls. So here we go with the sounds that come off of these 3 Ryusouls in this. Yes, the Ryusoul changer. And so here we go with the sounds of the red Ryusoul that comes with the mecha here. So, and see if the sounds are any different. So here we go. Okay. So the same sounds that we've gotten off of the red Ryusoul that comes with the Ryusoul changer, and pretty much this one that comes with the mecha. Okay. The blue Ryusoul. So here we go. Now the summoning. Triken, okay. And here we go with the pink Ryusoul. So here we go. And now let's go ahead and do the summoning. Ah, so it is saying Ankeloze. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the sounds of the 3 Ryusouls in the Ryusoulken this time. So anyway, we're going to start off with the red Ryusoul that comes with the mecha here. So here we go. Okay, it says red, and so I'm going to just hold the trigger this time. Let's go, Ryusoul Gattai. And so that's it for that. And so here we go with the blue Ryusoul. Blue. And so let's hold the trigger. Okay. And here we go with the pink Ryusoul. Pink. And so I'm going to go ahead and hold the trigger. So I'm going to go ahead and just skip the final attacks here because they're all the same pretty much in these 3 Ryusouls and everything. So if you want to hear the final attack, check out the Ryusoulken's review on that. So that's pretty much all I'm doing here in this review. So now let's go into the transformation of Tyramigo to Kishiryu-Oh, and this transformation here is very, very simple. So let's detach the cannons here as well as the tail. And so real quickly here, I'm gonna go ahead and just change the position of the drills here on mainly for the shoulders, because that's how it is with this transformation here. Same thing with the other side here. Now this torso area can you need to do a 180-degree rotation here, and so you can do it like so, but you also can do a 360 rotation as well with the torso area. But anyway, so I'm going now and hit the black button here to raise up the entire body here, and then I will just drop the arms down now. So we'll go ahead and peg the cannons into the arm ports here, as well as the other one as well. And then we'll go ahead and peg the tail back here now. And here, as you can tell, we have a little gap here where behind Tyramigo's head is. And that's pretty much where the Ryusouls play the part, pretty much. And pretty much the reason why they have a mecha face on the Ryusouls. So basically, all we have to do is just slide it into this slot here until you hear a click. And it clicks in just fine. And so, anyway, friends, here he is, Kishiryu-Oh. And I have to say, he has a nice and sleek design. I mean, he looks really, really good here and everything. And now that we're in this mode, we are now seeing more of the Ryusoul joints here and here. We're also seeing more nice silver and gold detailings here. Really nice. I mean, he looks really, really good here. And again with the head here, he does have a Ryusoul joint here. But like I say, it looks really good here. And I'm pretty much getting a vibe from Kishiryu of pretty much the Chai-War Yuseo from Die Ranger, as well as CB0 Go Buster Ace from Go Buster. So he looks really good. And like I said, it's really good. As you can see, he's got more of the Ryusoul joint ports here and here. I mean, we're seeing a whole bunch of it, but he looks good. And I really do like him and everything. Now, there are some other features here with Kishiryu-Oh, and it's pretty much called joint change. And so I'm going to just show you some shots here of the different joint changes here with Kishiryu-Oh. So enjoy. So those were some cool joint changes, huh, friends? And so real quickly, I want to go ahead and just show you. I forgot to show you the articulation now that we're as Kishiryu-Oh, of course, do a full 360 in these arms now. As well as, you know, you do have a little bit of leg movement here, but not much. It's a shame you don't have no, like, knee movement, but it is what it is. But, the one thing is, of course, we saw how awesome he is in episode 2 of Ryusoulger, which is where he made his actual debut as himself. So, he looks really, really cool again. I cannot help to harp on him. So here we go with Kishiryu-Oh 3 Nights. And pretty much this is just adding Triken and Ankyrose into the mix with Kishiryu-Oh. And that's pretty much in the arm sections here. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and split Triken apart. We're going to take this cannon piece off and peg it into this piece here. Raise up the cannon like so. And peg it into the arm port. And the back piece of Triken, all you gotta do here is detach this drill, put the drill on this back piece of Triken, and attach it to the shoulder here. And so here we go with Ankyrose. We pretty much detach her, and pretty much it's the same deal here, same pattern. So we detach the cannon here, we put the cannon in place here, raise the cannon up, peg it into the arm port. And then we detach this drill, and then we put the drill piece on Ankyrose's tail piece here, and we peg it into the shoulders here. So pretty simple here, friends, and here he is, Kishiryu-Oh 3 Nights. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I love this guy. I love him even in both modes as Kishiryu-Oh and Kishiryu-Oh 3 Nights. And you probably all guessing this is giving you a vibe here, and I'm going to say it. Yes, friends, this guy here is definitely giving us a Eugene vibe from Ryusoulger. So he looks really good. I mean, nothing's really changed. I mean, all you're doing is just, you know, pretty much adding arm pieces to Kishiryu-Oh, and that's pretty much it. You know, giving him a sword, and I'm going to scroll down, giving him a sword, and you know, I don't know with Ankyrose, but anyway, he looks really good here. I mean, adding the pink and the blue is a nice mix here. It's definitely got the Ryusoulger color here. He looks really good here. And let me zoom on out. And here's a back view. But anyway, like I said, just gives him a little more color here. And what's really cool about Ryusoulger is we pretty much got a very first glimpse of this guy in the very first episode of Ryusoulger, and it was a very epic battle. I mean, pretty much this guy literally kicked some ass in that episode. And another vibe this guy is giving me is pretty much a Dyreno vibe from Dyranger. Nice little add-on by adding Triken and Ankyrose to this formation. And so anyway, and it even makes the design more sleeker than it was before. And so anyway, even being as Kishiryu-Oh 3 Nights. And so, and I do like, I really didn't get a chance to brag about this, but I do love the drills being the shoulders. I really like that. Everything about this mecha. And so anyway, what I'm going to go ahead and do is pretty much to save some timing here on this review. I'm going to go ahead now and just show you some shots of the formations, the other formations of Kishiryu-Oh, and pretty much the formations of Kishiryu-Oh Triken and Kishiryu-Oh Ankyrose. So I'm doing pretty much the same thing I did when I was showing off the joint changes of Kishiryu-Oh. So anyway, so y'all enjoy. I gotta admit, those forms look really cool and really different. The one form I'm not a fan of is Kishiryu-Oh Ankyrose. I don't like the fact that they have the T-Rex tail sticking out like that, but I think there were other ways you can position the tail. And Kishiryu-Oh Triken looks really good too. So, and pretty much those forms were also on the box. So speaking on the box, there are some more other fun formations you can do with the 3 knights here. And so once again, I'm gonna go ahead and just show you some shots here just to save timing. So y'all enjoy. And so here we go. Well, friends, my final thoughts on Kishiryu-Oh 3 Knights. Well, I pretty much gave you all my input alternative how I feel about this guy and everything. And so, in other words, Kishiryu-Oh 3 Knights is a fantastic mecha. I love him. And I like the new feature we get, pretty much the Ryusoul joints. I think they're very awesome and pretty much a lot of playability here. When I first saw the scan of Kishiryu-Oh 3 Knights, I fell in love with this mecha and just everything about this series, and very, very thankful for this toy line. And so anyway, friends, there are some other ways you can get him. Pretty much you can get him as a set like I did, or you can get Kishiryu individually as well as Triken and Ankyrose in their set individually. So it's pretty much up to you, friends, on how you want this. I mean, you could just get the set here, or get the Kishiryu and the other Kishiryus individually. Like I said, up to you. So anyway, and so again, the design is nice and sleek, and I love the Ryusouls that come with the 3 Knights set here. I really do. And so, friends, all I can say is good luck and happy hunting. And so anyway, well, friends, that's it for this review. Please check out my blog, follow my Twitter, and to like my Facebook, and make sure, friends, you hit that bell icon if I want to upload a new video. And of course, my friends, this review on the Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger Kishiryu Series 01 and 02 and 03 Ryusoul Gattai DX Kishiryu-Oh 3 Knights. Yes, friends. Well, friends, I'm Eugene. I'm signing out, and have a good day. And my friends, I most assuredly see you next time. Bye.